Speaking in public, maybe it's a team meeting, a class presentation, or even a panel discussion. Things are flowing until they just aren't. Your mid sentence, that sneaky inner voice shows up. What if I sound stupid? You hesitate, you start stumbling, you lose your pace, your words are slipping. The volume of your voice starts reducing, getting quieter. Your thoughts are scrambled, your heart is racing, you're thinking, why did I even start talking at first? Technically, you're still talking, but now you're just trying to survive the sentence.
Hello everyone, I'm Ruth Amani, the founder of AmaningCareerLift. Today, I'll be diving into public speaking and how you can recover when you stumble mid-sentence. Public speaking can be a bit nerve-wracking, right? But hey, remember, everyone has been there. Even the most confident speakers, they all had their moments of doubt. The key is not to let that inner voice control you. So, what do you do when you find yourself in such a situation? The first thing to do is don't panic. Seriously, most people won't even notice that you stumbled. Well, unless you overreact, and that's when they start noticing it. So, when it happens, pause, take a breath, and reset. Treat yourself like you would treat a friend. Say, for example, you could say internally to yourself, I've got this. Because yes, you have. The next thing to do is to avoid saying anything like, sorry, oh, I'm sorry, I was rambling, or I don't know why I even said that, I don't know what I'm saying. No, language shrinks you completely. Instead, try and rephrase that more clearly. Here's the point I wanted to land on. Or, let me take a minute, please. I'll come back to you on that with more information. You see, that sounds more confident. Even if you were shaken 5 seconds ago, that shift in energy from panic to clarity, it makes you look so confident. And everyone would definitely just forget about what happened previously and focus on this very moment, the confidence that you have just demonstrated. Next, when you lose your train of thought, chase it. Instead, go back to your main point. Remind yourself why you started speaking in the first place. So, for example, if you were explaining about a strategy and you got lost, I would normally say something like, what I'm really trying to say is that then I start talking about my main points. That sounds intentional. The reset of energy, it brings people back to me. And sincerely, you feel more in control. And people definitely see you as though you are in control because you are in control. Now, you need to use your body and your voice to reset your tune. If you feel your confidence is slipping, that's okay. You just need to shift your posture. Sit straighter if you're sitting down, sit a bit straighter. Pull your shoulders back. Purposely use your hands to guide your words. Then match your tune with your message. Just a little bit slower and a little bit more firmer, like this. What I was trying to explain is that the strategy that this type of project will then you continue with what you were saying. The trick here is that naturally your body says, I'm okay. Your voice immediately follows through and it sounds more confident. So let your voice come out with strength. Let it come from strength, not stress. People listen when you sound like you believe what you are saying. Sometimes people even say things that are not correct, and I listen to them and I'm thinking, where did you hear that? However, because they sound confident in what they are saying, The crowd, the audience, they give them a big applaud because they sound confident, therefore they sound believable. Finally, end strong. Even if the middle was messy, finish with strength. Try something like, in summary, or matters the most. Then you close your speech with a keynote. You'll be surprised how people remember the end of your sentence, not the parts that you struggled through. It's the end, how you end the sentence. That's what creates the impression that the audience would get, that the audience would perceive. And that's what they take along with them. Here's a bonus tip from me. Public speaking can be nerve-wracking. Yes, it can. So, here's how I set myself up to succeed. I write 3 to 5 points that I want to hit. I write it out before the day of my presentation. I rehearse it out loudly, not just in my head. I practice intentional pauses in front of a mirror, and that helps me also to own my pace and become a lot more confident. And on the day, I make sure that I have enough sleep because tiredness, it equals shaky voice, and a well-deserved rest of mind, it equals calmness, and it helps you to become more confident, to sound more confident. So have a lot of rest before that day, and have a lot of rest the night before you're due to have your presentation. Now, here's something you should understand. You don't need to be flawless. You just need to be real. You just need to be ready to own your voice. Confidence is not about never stumbling. No, you will sometimes stumble. It's about knowing how to stand tall again, even mid sentence. And remember, it's not how you start, it's how you close. That's what people will remember. So let's leave a mark for people to remember. And now it's your turn. Have you ever stumbled mid sentence while speaking? What's your go to recovery phase? Or what will you try next time you stumble? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Let's build a community that lifts every voice, not just the polished ones. We're building confidence, one bold voice at a time. And guess what? You are next. I'll see you in my next video.